Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Lone Wolf Podcast. So, I think the cat's out of the bag that I actually am a police officer in the great state of Florida. So, basically, this episode, I'm just going to give some tips on, and also, I'm a young officer, so this is not no, 20 plus year veteran cop saying these things. This is just, young cops still learning on the job, just tips that I believe needs to be given out or respected if you're planning on joining law enforcement or as a sheriff, police officer, or anything. So whatever, these are just my tips that I believe you need to keep in mind if you want to do this job. Just, a couple tips, just just think about it if you're considering it, or even if you just are on the job, just think about it. Okay, so number one, with this job you have to learn to talk to different people. Obviously you got many different cultures. You're gonna meet Muslims who don't even like looking in your eye. You're gonna meet Chinese, Japanese, Hispanics, blacks, whites. Basically, you're gonna meet all different types of people. So you have to learn how to talk to different types of people. I think there's like a scripture in the Bible that says basically, if I'm not mistaken, it's like when I was Jew, I became like the Jews or something like that. Basically, God was saying, when he was around these people, he became just like these people. So with his job, you might have to do that. Me telling I didn't grow up in some of the best neighborhoods, so when I talk to black people and I see how they're talking, I kind of know how to work with them. And then when I'm talking to white people, I know I kind of just be a little more proper, and I read a lot of books, so I got a good vocabulary. So not trying to be racist or anything, but at the same time, I talk to certain white people in my area, I do know that how to kind of change my vocabulary and the way I talk to people. Okay. When I'm dealing with people that I know are kind of more fiery, I know how to, try to be more calm and calm them down. And a lot of people, that's just their culture. You meet like some Cubans, they like how they talk may seem offensive to you, but like if you know their culture, sometimes that's just how they are. They're fiery at times, So you gotta learn how to talk to different people. That's really one thing you gotta do. I would advise you to maybe I guess TV reading that I can kind of just give you an example. Like you watch Black Panther, it's more like a Black Unity type thing. Obviously that's how those people act. That's real big on black people coming together and being with each other. Then you watch something like like a mafia movie, how how that's like a gang coach. You know what I'm saying? So just like you gonna have different people, learn how to talk to them. Just adapt to situations. You know what I'm saying? So number two. And this is a big one. Find yourself outside of work. Just recently, we had two officers that killed themselves in the same department, in a relationship with each other. One cop, he basically committed suicide, and he had a child, and his partner ended up committing suicide herself too. Obviously we don't know the reason, but we can most likely say it was because of her husband, or I don't know if it was husband or boyfriend, but they had a child together, and I think we can assume that basically it was because of him committing suicide. She went and committed suicide as well. So my thing is, find yourself outside work. This job, you will see some things that is not good. Just to sum it up, like you're gonna see some things. You're gonna see people like it's certain things that you kind of don't want to see, but you got to with this job. So. What I'm saying, find yourself outside work. Find yourself outside work. Me personally, I box, I run. I box and I run, and that's my thing. I do marathons and ultra marathons, and boxing. I've been doing that for years on end. So that's my way outside the job, my way of escaping. I also like watching sports, so I watch football. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. So my thing is. Find yourself outside work. Find a way to relieve the stress and the burden that you may be getting and collecting from work. You know what I'm saying? This job will wear you down. It will stress you out, and you will see some things that you don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? Some things might haunt you. You know what I'm saying? So when you're off, be off. You know what I'm saying? When I first was doing this job, I used to keep my work email on, and after a while I noticed that I felt like I was still working while I was off. So I ended up just logging out my work email on my phone, and actually I field training officer, my phase 1 officer, he actually told me that I shouldn't do that, and I kind of didn't listen to him. But then when I actually I graduated from a field training officer program, and I was on my own. I was still doing it for like the first couple months, and once I turned it off, I noticed how much more peace I had. And it was like, when I'm off, I'm off. So find, when you're off, and find something outside work that keeps you grounded. You know what I'm saying? If you just gotta sit and just have a beer and watch football, do that. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Find it and do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the stress get a hold of you too much. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, you are not gonna be loved by everybody. Okay, not everybody loves the police. Obviously, this is known by basically what has happened in the last couple of years with George Floyd. You are not everybody's friend as an officer. Some people, they're raised to hate you. Me personally, I am, obviously you can see I'm a minority. I'm a black dude. Like I said earlier, I didn't grow up in the best neighborhoods. So that being said, I wasn't taught to hate cops, but I was taught to say fuck the police a lot. You know what I'm saying? That was just fun. Like, I didn't have no reason to really say it, but that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? So not everybody's your friend. You're gonna see with some people, they're just gonna hate you. They're gonna say they don't want to talk to you. They're just gonna shut down when they see you. They're not gonna want to give you full stories. So they're gonna lie to you. Like, it's so many things. You know what I'm saying? So not everybody's gonna love you. When I remember when I was in the army. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time you was in uniform, like, a lot of people come up to you and say, thank you for your service. They also say that as, to me now that I'm a police officer as well. But just don't expect that. You know what I'm saying? Approach every situation with neutral attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, not everybody's gonna love you. Not everybody's gonna hate you. Some people, they just don't know what to make of you. You know what I'm saying? Like me, honestly, being a minority, sometimes I come on scene and they're like, this is a black cop. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my department doesn't have like a huge minority history behind it. So, they see me and they're like a little surprised. You know what I'm saying? So some people are neutral with their attitudes, you feel me? And some people, they gravitate more to you because of who you are. Like, some people gravitate more to me because I am black and because I can talk a certain way to fit certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So not everybody's gonna love you. If you get hated on, people say fuck you. Hey, take and move on. I've been called a cracker multiple times. You know what I'm saying? I'm black, and I'm like, I growing up. Hey, I thought cracker was like something you say to the white people, like racist or just general white people. Like, whenever growing up, whenever people got mad at white people, they be calling them crackers. That's what it was. Well, I never really called anybody a cracker, but people I was around, they always called. If they got mad at a white person, you was being called a cracker. Like, your name, they can know you as John for the last 10 years. They get mad, you called a cracker. You know what I'm saying? So I've been called a cracker multiple times on this job. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't sit there and react to everything. You gotta you got a job to do, and that's what you're there for. At the end of the day, if you make home safe, all that name calling is not going to affect you in any way. You know what I'm saying? So, number 4, admit when you need help. And just a caveat to this is don't be afraid to ask for help. So basically, this kind of could go on multiple ways. Admit when you need help. Basically, this job has a lot of things. There's a lot of laws, a lot of statutes, and even like in my city, you got city ordinances that you got to follow. You're not going to know all of them. Let's just be honest here. Like, your mind, unless you're just every day getting off of work and just reading laws, like, you're not going to know every law. But this other person that may be here for like 10 years, they may know this, you know what I'm saying? So, admit when you need help. You know what I'm saying? You may, I know a lot of people are prideful, but if you need help, you need help. Seek it out, ask for it. I remember my FTO, phase 3 episode, he actually said one thing that I agree. It was like, hey, if you don't know the answer, find an answer. If you got supervisors, call them up, be like, hey, listen, this is what I got. I don't know where to go from here. Like, my supervisors, they know. Like, I called them all day long. They kind of expect it. They answer the phone and they kind of, like, yawn. Because they're like, yeah, what you got, more? Because, like, I got a call, I got this, but, I don't know where to take it from here. So, admit when you need help. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, don't be afraid to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? We don't know everything. We all are trying to learn and grow on this job. You know what I'm saying? So, next one. Number 5, don't hide behind the badge. I got another rule later that kind of goes with this too, but when I'm saying don't hide behind the badge, don't just overstep boundaries a lot. You know what I'm saying? As a cop, you're going to mess up. As a cop, sheriff, deputy, whatever, you're going to mess up. Let's just be honest here. You're going to do something that may violate somebody's rights. I'm sorry, it happens, but that's just, you know, if you're just civilians watching this, and you know, you may even think I sound wrong saying that, but you're gonna do that, not intentionally, just certain calls, you're just trying to work certain things out, and things don't always go as planned. So you may violate somebody's rights. It's the sad part of this job. It happens, you know what I'm saying? But just don't hop behind the badge. Don't be that guy that's just cursing people out, trying to, you know, act extra tough, and you know outside of work you're not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like me, personally, like I said earlier, I box, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the toughest guy on the block when, you know, these people are calling me crackers and they act like they wanna fight me. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and like, you know, start trying to turn up with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna, okay, be cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have behind the badge. I know, like, when I take this badge off, let's just say I'm riding down the road one day and I'm sitting next to them in traffic and they recognize me. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen then? So the thing is, don't hide behind the badge. Don't be something you are or you aren't because you're working, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't let people run over you. And that's just as being just a man or woman in life. Don't let people run over you. But at the same time, don't be something that you're not because you're working. Like I said earlier, adapt to situations, but don't be something that you're clearly not. You're not a tough guy because you put that badge on. A person who can still knock you out with the badge on. A person can still choke you out with your badge on. You know, so don't be something that you're not, okay? Next one is, like I said, kind of goes with this last one. Number 6 is don't abuse your power. Basically goes along with what I was just talking about. Don't abuse your power. Don't be that guy just trying to, you know, do too much and be extra with everything. Like, don't abuse your power. If you're not this person, don't be this person. Don't try to, you know, start trying to be something that you're not. Because like I said, they catch you outside of work. I mean, hopefully nobody does. Hopefully you working, you know, the city that you're working, you're not living in. But I mean, obviously you may travel, you may go to the city you're working in someday. You don't want to be that guy that's, you know, getting in stuff off duty because, you know, you thought you were hot shit while working, and now you're off, and, you know, people are coming at you now. Just like I said, you're a target, you're an officer. A lot of people don't like you. You know what I'm saying? We don't roll around with, you know, masks on all day, so people just don't know our identity, you know what I'm saying? Unless you, like, you know, with some special unit or something like that. But, you know, just a regular road show, nah, player. You know what I'm saying? That's not what you are. So don't abuse your power, don't hide behind the badge, you know, just be a person of integrity as much as you can, you know what I'm saying? Next, take care of your mental state and your mental well-being. This kind of goes with earlier what I was saying about finding yourself outside of work, but I'm just going to go more in depth on this one. Is like, if you need therapy, seek it out. Like I said earlier, there was 2 suicides in one department, and that's not the only one. When I was in the academy, I actually watched a video of a dude, basically a cop that I didn't watch it. So I heard the dispatch of dude. Basically, he called out where he was at, and then he just ended up committing suicide. And, you know, you can hear all the people that when they finally found him, and you know how it was going down. You know, when they found him that he had basically committed suicide. So my thing with that being said is take care of your mental state and your mental well-being. It is very necessary in this job. Obviously, like I said, I used to be in the military too. I was in the Army for a couple of years. Obviously I was around a lot of people that, you know, were in, like, you know, the Iraq war, and, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people, you know, they had, you know, they got their own issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them have PTSD. You meet a lot of people that's just, you know, not in the military anymore on these streets that have PTSD. A lot of them are homeless and struggling and suffering and broke, or they just, like, lost their families or estranged from them because, you know, they couldn't be around them. So when you see that, you just gotta know, like, you gotta take care of your well-being, you know what I'm saying? So this is the most powerful thing, but it's also the thing that can bring you down the most, you know what I'm saying? It holds a lot of memories and trauma and hurt, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't just come from this job. This job adds on to it, but you can have hurt from, you know, your childhood, you know, from your childhood, from high school, just whatever, you know what I'm saying? So take care of well-being, seek out help if you need it. If you need counseling, therapy, do it. Like, there's no stigma behind therapy at this point. Like, this is known. I remember one of my FTOs, they actually told me, I was like, yo, listen, like, I go to therapy. I've seen some stuff in this world, and I need it, you know what I'm saying? He said, it works for me. And to me, like, you know, I wasn't judging him for that, but I was kind of like, you know, surprised that he said that to me, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he felt comfortable enough to admit that to me, and yeah, it's like no stigma behind it. Like, I think therapy is becoming more common. Like, you're seeing a lot of even celebrities, they're getting to the point, they're even saying, like, yo, I've been depressed. So there's nothing wrong with admitting that you are going through it. And if you got friends, admit it to them. Talk to friends. You know what I'm saying? Have friends outside of work. Have friends that aren't working where you work. You know what I'm saying? So, and just admit your flaws, lay it down. If you got good friends, they will try to pick you up. If you don't, then you need to find some new friends that's gonna be there for you. You know what I'm saying? So, take care of mental well-being. That is very necessary with the job. You don't want to have that baggage that you're bringing to work, and then once again you abuse your power because you're pissed off because your wife is she cheated on you, and now you found out, you're mad, and you go to work the next day, and now you're just freaking hemming people up for nothing and just getting mad and angry and cursing people out. No, you don't need all that. Fix it. Get your mental well-being right and move on in life. Okay. So next, exercise. So I remember this is from a dude in the academy that he's not working with us anymore on his own accord. He chose to do military full time, so he didn't end up making it do with us as far as being a police officer. But found greener pastures, I guess. So he basically showed us a video where a cop had basically gotten shot by a dude on a traffic stop, and then he took off running, and then another cop followed the guy and basically shot the guy that shot the cop. So let me reword that. Okay, so it was a traffic stop, 2 officers. One officer got shot by a dude that was a passenger in the car, and the passenger took off running, and the backup officer chased the guy down and shot him. And the dude in the academy was saying, he was like, hey, listen, this is what we need to show, because if you're not in shape, you're not gonna be able to catch that guy. You know what I'm saying? He won't have to shot your partner, and you can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of say this. Exercise is a good thing. I mean, honestly, exercise relieves stress. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you just do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it to feel good. Do it to build confidence. Whatever. Like, exercise is good for you all around. You know what I'm saying? So either way, exercise, I feel that's a great thing. Obviously, if you're a cop and a dude just sees, you got the car and you weigh like 500 pounds, obviously a dude's probably gonna feel they can run from you either way. So, you know what I'm saying? I literally just got into a foot chase the other day, and he didn't make it too far with me because, basically, like I said, I am a runner. So, be in shape, present yourself well, and just, like I said, exercise is good for your body and your mind. You know what I'm saying? Release a lot of stress. That's why I exercise. Like, if you want to be honest, I don't enjoy exercising, but I know the benefits of it. So that's why I continue to do it. So next is be watchful and expect the unexpected. So as I just stated, I can't get into too many details of the full call because basically it is pending legal matter. I got a call, I responded to it. I found the guy who committed the crime, and the guy took off running from me. With that being said, I had to chase him down and, end up catching the guy and, detaining him, taking him to jail. But, like, you're not expecting, some things you're just not expecting. Like, I had a friend who had a traffic stop, called out, the guy stopped the car, jumped out of the car and took off running. And, like, you're surprised, like, just these things you kind of don't expect to happen, but they will happen. So you gotta expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? We had a recent call. Officer responded to a house. She heard literally, like, she was able to hear a dude loading a weapon behind the door, and we ended up having a standoff because it actually was a weapon. He ended up firing a couple rounds, I believe. So these things happen. You know what I'm saying? If you work in a great city, kudos to you. I like to say that I don't. I work in a good city, but it has its issues, and it can get bad, so you gotta be, you gotta expect the unexpected and just be watchful, be careful, be diligent. I remember when I was hearing, even before I was a cop, I think when I was in the Army, you know what I'm saying, I was reading stories about officers that were being ambushed, you know what I'm saying, they were like, it was one, he was backed up into a parking spot eating his food, and he got shot, somebody came up and shot him from behind. Just these things happen, and it's like you gotta be ready. Like, some things you can't be ready for. Like, if I'm just sitting eating food, like, I'm not gonna expect somebody to come to shoot me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you go on certain calls, expect the unexpected. If certain dispatchers, they should give you. I mean, they can't get everything by the call. Because obviously, people, if they're calling you, they're probably in danger at the time or it just occurred. So. Dispatchers can't get every single thing known about what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So they try to do the best they can to give you the information on what you're going into. But even with that, just expect the unexpected. So these are just tips that I can think of as of right now. Obviously, this list can go on and on, but trying to keep the video short and just give you certain tips to look out for. If you're thinking about becoming an officer, or you're an officer right now, or maybe you work for a department and you're gonna move to another one, that may be a little more rough. Just keep these things in mind, and I hope everybody makes home safe at the end of the night, because that is the goal. Love everybody, and I hope you just stay safe, stay diligent, be watchful. Lone Wolf Podcast, we out.